Next is from Wayne Grolfine, the subject is streaming. Disco, I always thought very highly of you because you have always spoken your honest opinion no matter what reaction you might get. I don't always agree with your takes, but I love that I know that you speak and I know that what you mean what you say. That's why it was so awesome you called Billy Body out in his made up story about Roman Reigns. I can't wait to hear his meltdown when you guys call him out of all his total Sasha Banks stories over the past 6 months. So I've got to ask you guys about Honor Club, the upcoming Ring of Honor streaming service, because old TK couldn't get them a TV deal. I hate to be a hater about the guy, but I do like AEW, but how quickly do you think that streaming service will tank? I ask because if WWE couldn't get the WWE Network to be a hit with the library of the greatest content in history, then Ring of Honors is like Page. Oh. What do you think will be the end result? Merry Christmas, guys. Here's a great 2023. I don't know why bro. Nobody watched Ring of Honor to begin with. I don't know why Tony's in love with this thing and thinks
because he probably grew up watching it, dude.
Yeah, and he went to the shows.
You gotta look at the metrics. Nobody watches.
No, but I think, bro, when you have that type of money for metrics, I'm doing it because I like it. You know, and if I can make money off of it, I will. That's got to be the only thing he can be thinking. He's not a dumb guy, but he doesn't. You can tell he's not taking good advice. Like he's like, I'm rich. I'm doing it my way. You know, if I go down, it's my fault. I'm not going to let other guys take over my company like they've done in other places, you know. But he's risking it because there's a lot of good, capable people that could give him really good sound advice, and he's not listening. He's probably, I don't know, paranoid or something.
Right. The biggest problem with them having Ring of Honor and trying to run it on a streaming service is that the Ring of Honor style is now basically on AEW. AEW Dynamite and Rampage is representative of what Ring of Honor was. So now what's the point of going and watching Rampage Light or whatever on this streaming service, you know?
Right. And
it's the same kind of wrestling.
If WWE couldn't get it cracking, I can't see ROH doing it. They just seem kind of like stale and minor league, you know what I'm saying?
Here's what I think.
And I'm trying to be a hater. I'm just stating.
I think that however you view this, right? The type of people that would watch all 3 hours of Raw, all 2 hours of Dynamite, all 2 hours of SmackDown. It's like, I don't think there's any other content for people like that to watch, but there is a group of people that will watch the hour of Rampage that want the hour
let me tell you something.
And I'm like, dude, it's like it's too much. You
Bro,
know?
I watch all those shows you just said, right?
Right.
Plus, I watch the AAA show, right?
Right.
I watch the MLW show.
Right.
I watch the TNA show.
Right.
And let me tell you what my guilty pleasure is.
What?
I don't know if I have the name right, but I think it's Women of Wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like an all-girls wrestling promotion.
Right. Durbin's got the tape library.
I'm sure. Yeah. It's very cheesy, but it's very entertaining too.
And he probably has the OnlyFans accounts of all the girls on the show there too.
Yeah. So I watch like 3 other shows besides the 3 we watch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is but just like right now it's like you get. I mean, I don't get it. That's another thing too. Like Tony's got the Jaguars, Fulham. It's like why it's like how it's just stretching himself way too thin.
Bro,
it's like come
bro,
on.
Can you believe that the Jaguars beating the Cowboys?
Yeah, yeah. They're in the playoffs. They're in a run. It's going to be interesting these next 3 weeks. Because some of these teams are going to backdoor their way into the playoffs. So